So this guy wants to know, he has a question. He says, I thought I was done dating and then I got divorced. It's a scary world. I'm 34 with 2 young girls, joint custody. I've recently started chatting with a 39-year-old who has shown great interest in me. She's beautiful, successful, divorced, no kids, but she's been quite hot and cold recently. We've met up once. He says, we live in a small town and have known about each other for a while for drinks. So we met up for drinks with our group of friends. She immediately texted me after about how much fun she had. Can't wait to see me again, yada, yada, yada. So I want to say off the bat, that is not a date. Group dates are not a thing you should be doing. And so if a woman's inviting you out and saying, hey, we should meet up with my friends, we should hang out together with other people, that is not any kind of sign that she is interested, because women that are interested will want to go on a solo date with you. If that is not happening, then that could mean that she is not as highly interested as you thought that she was. Continuing, he says, while she has kept up back and forth with me via text, it's certainly cooled off. We've tried to get together a few times since, but she usually has something come up. Red flag, I know. She has brought up concerns of her being my first person after my divorce, claiming she didn't want to be a rebound. Concerns I can certainly understand, but assured her that it was the last thing I wanted. So I just want to say that is not a thing, in a sense that a woman who you're meeting up with after post-divorce, the fear that she has of her being your first person after that divorce, if she had a high interest in you, that would not deter her from wanting to see you. If anything, she'd be like, oh, that means he's available, so we can go to town. Like there's no problem, you know? And there are plenty of people who, in the midst of going through a separation, date somebody and things are totally fine. So anytime you're hearing an excuse that's looking on like it's on the verge of, this means that I'm not going to see you in person, that means that person's not highly interested. So this whole thing about, I might possibly be a rebound, that's not really a concern she has. What her concern is that she's not highly interested and she's trying to find an excuse not to see. Continuing, he says, I then claimed we could move at her pace and that the ball was in her court, so to speak. She agreed that it was on her to, quote, make the move. So now you've done a thing where you put the ball into her court, which in this situation is going to happen because it's like, unless she wants to see you, then she's not going to make a way to see you. So you've basically given her an out. Now she can be like, okay, well, if I decide to see you, I'll let you know. And that is never a position you want to be put in. So at this point, I would have just probably done like, if I asked her a couple times and she said, oh, I don't know, no, you're divorced, this and that, I'd just be like, well, okay, then, well, it's nice talking to you. And I'd be on to somebody else, because there's no sense in you having to wait around for somebody to eventually get there with you. Just isn't. He says she continues texting me, including good morning text when she texts first. In fact, I've let her take the initiative in starting most of our conversations. She'll say, let's hang out this week, and then never find the time to meet up. Now she has recently received a promotion 3 weeks ago and is trying to acclimate to her new responsibilities. She was also maid of honor in a wedding last weekend. She's a busy woman, which I respect greatly. So understand this, though, guy. She has literally contradicted herself, because on one hand, she's too busy. She got this new job. She can't find any kind of time. But then she also was a maid of honor, which takes a lot of time and commitment. Now, you might say to yourself, well, but that's her friend and she's already committed to this thing, so she has to do it. She has no choice. But again, I want to stress, women that are highly busy, if they find you interesting enough, will still make time to see you. If they're not making time to see you, it's because they are not highly interested. Women oftentimes don't want to hurt your feelings, so they're not going to say to you directly, hey, I'm not feeling you, so please quit asking me out. But they will continue to galvanize your attention because it's good for their ego. Like, yeah, she's texting you every day and saying good morning, whatnot, but is she actually going on a date? When you say, hey, let's go on a date, is she saying, that's great? Is she saying, I can find time? Or is she saying, oh, I'm too busy. Oh, my job. Oh, wedding. Oh, my God. So recognize the situation for what it is, which is, at the end of the day, if she is not making efforts to see you in person, that should tell you all you need to know about how much she really feels about you, regardless of the conversations you're having, regardless of her saying, oh, we should meet up, and not actually like setting a day and time when that could actually happen. Like, read the situation for what it is, get out of your own ego, and stop thinking like, oh, I'm such a great guy, she wouldn't do this and not want to see me. Yes, dude, women will do that sometimes and not want to see you. And that's just what they do. So you have to recognize when that's starting to happen and stop putting so much effort and energy into that. And then you won't have to worry about having to write and ask questions that make you wonder, is this a thing or not? Women that like you will definitely let you know they want to see you. Okay, that's really all there is to it. Thank you for watching this episode of the Introvert Dating Success Show. If you found the info in this episode to be helpful, please show your support by clicking on the tip jar tab, the link of which can be found at the website and in the description below. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment on this episode and catch new episodes right here on YouTube or wherever podcasts can be found. In the meantime, be sure to check out these other episodes so you too can learn to date as your introverted self while still getting your precious alone time. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.